Alrighty, so yesterday Niantic announced that they are going to be postponing the Pokemon Air Adventures event. This was of course supposed to be an event that would have introduced Shiny CORSOLA, and it was happening exclusively in Japan on July 22nd. Of course, with this, there's a lot of implications for Pokemon Go moving forward, especially with Pokemon GO FEST and what Niantic could possibly do to change up this event. I'm going to be talking about all of that in today's video, so let's roll the intro and jump right into it. And how's it going, everyone? It's me, it's Count here with a brand new Pokemon Go discussion video. Of course, today we're going to be talking about the postponement of the Pokemon Air Adventures event. There's a lot of people who were looking forward to this event, especially people who did have CORSOLA available to them down in Florida and different places like that. And of course, people who are playing in Japan. Now, there's a lot of implications for this postponement, considering that the reason why this event was postponed is because Japan recently increased COVID restrictions. This would have prevented a lot of players from being able to go out and play Pokemon Go. Now, I think this alone could have a lot of implications moving forward, especially when it comes to Pokemon Go Fest, considering that Niantic is trying to have live events for a lot of different cities for this particular event. And I really think that depending on the locations in the world, we could actually see some cancellation notices start to get announced. And that is of course because not everywhere in the world has COVID under control. Vaccine rates are not necessarily as high as they could be, especially here in the United States. And for the longest time, the community has been voicing this concern to Niantic, and it seemed like they were falling on deaf ears, especially when it came to the pandemic bonuses getting retracted. I think a lot of players have been very frustrated at the fact that Niantic just seemingly hasn't had their ears to the ground and seen what the community is feeling. Of course, the pandemic bonuses were meant to be temporary, and I totally understand that, but a lot of players will agree that backtracking on a lot of these bonuses now would be a detriment to Pokemon Go, considering that a vast majority of the world is still not completely out of the woods when it comes to COVID. So I do feel like this event postponement is a tall sign that Niantic is jumping the gun a little bit, so I really hope they're paying attention to this and they reconsider just doing a lot of the moves that they plan to do. Now, when it comes to Pokemon Go Fest itself, I don't necessarily think it'll affect the event from a gameplay perspective, but some of those cities that had a live event scheduled for them, I really do think that you have to pay attention to them to see if your local live event that you registered for may get canceled, because that's a very strong possibility as of right now. So I do think that Niantic needs to step up their game when it comes to communication, because a lot of players are planning around these specific events. They're planning road trips and different things like that. It would be a huge inconvenience if those events got canceled and those players were to drive out to those cities for no particular reason. Regardless, I'm really hyped up for Pokemon Go Fest, and it seems like the in-person event is still going to be happening here in Chicago, but I don't know if it's going to be the same case for places around the world. I think if you are registered for a particular city, then make sure you are keeping track of it, see if the COVID numbers are going up in your particular city, and make sure you plan accordingly. And for a lot of the bonuses that they want to retract from the game, they need to consider just keeping them in for just a little bit longer, because I really feel like this is a big eye-opener that we're not out of the woods yet, especially for a place like Japan, where historically they've been doing really well with the pandemic, but the fact that they are increasing restrictions once again just shows that even a place like Japan is not out of the woods yet. So I really hope that this is a good sign that Niantic will make the right decisions, but we'll just have to wait and see. I've had my doubts certainly over the past couple of months. I really feel like when it comes to the design decisions of Pokemon Go, Niantic has been on an up and down trajectory. I mean, there have been a lot of great decisions that they've made for Pokemon Go, but it's always been followed up with some detrimental decisions as well. So hopefully Niantic is paying attention to the needs and wants of the community here, and I really hope that for once they are going to listen to us when it comes to these pandemic bonuses. But in any case, yeah. So it looks like like for those of us who wanted shiny CORSOLA, it's just going to take a little bit longer. There hasn't been any other follow-up announcements regarding when they're going to actually have this event, but it's really concerning the fact that it's so close to Pokemon GO FEST. Like what, it was originally supposed to happen a week and a half after Pokemon GO FEST, so yeah, maybe Niantic is just paying attention to what's going on around the world and they're going to adjust accordingly. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video. I just want to keep it short and just give my thoughts regarding this whole thing. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you think about the postponement of this event? Is it something that you're frustrated with? Is it something that you think Niantic should take as a sign that they should increase the pandemic bonuses for just a little bit longer? Definitely share them down below. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe if it's your first time here. I'm Count Jinsula. Be safe, have fun, and I'll catch you all later.